One. Hello, viewers. This is Open-Minded, and we're going to do a continuation of my astrology video talking about our perception, me and Aayanna's perception of the zodiac signs. We left off at Aries. Unfortunately, it cut off, but we're going to wrap that up because we got all the core information out the way. So now we're going to focus on the fifth zodiac sign, which is also the second fire sign, Leo. And each of us are going to give our own spin-off of the sign and how we perceive them and how our chemistry is with them. Now, me as an Aries, I love Leo. Leo, like I say, like I feel like Leos have what it takes to like draw Aries' attention because Leos are the king of the jungle and Aries are a ram. So we are both in the animal kingdom. And what I like the most about Leo is they have a take charge attitude, which Aries does too. So we naturally compete, but it's a healthy competition. Like we're competing, but at the same time, it's making us both better. It's just like we're both running a race and we're still like committed to each other to like if one doesn't finish the race, we'll like low key wait for them and we'll both like try and compete again for the first place. Like we help each other. We help each other a lot. Leo is all about royalty. They have expensive tastes. They like to live life on a larger scale. And that's also appealing to Aries because Aries has high expectations. And a lot of people can't meet our expectations, so we often get discouraged. But Leo is that sign that can meet our expectations. And also, fire and fire naturally get along. My old best friend, she is a Leo, and me and her got along for the last 11 years. Like, we could not talk for a year and talk right now. We'll still be best friends. Like, I just feel like we internally get along with each other. People don't usually like Leos because they're too egotistical. They could be seen as too conceited and too full of themselves. But for me, I like a person who could be all that they could be. I like that because for me, it's like you're living life to your full potential. And I like that not only does Leo have the confidence, they're a very confident sign to live life at its fullest potential, but they could help everyone else. Like they have this magnetism that draws people to look at them. They're very showy, show-off people. So, you know, I definitely love and respect Leo. Leos have a lot of honor. They're not petty people. And they're loving. They rule the heart. So they're brave. They're loyal. They're romantic. There's nothing really that bad about a Leo, like I said, besides being too egotistical. Yeah, they rule the sun, which isn't even a planet. It's a star. So that's what Leo longs to be. They long to be the star. So they're very dramatic. That's one thing I do see being a little bit annoying is they're so freaking dramatic. I'm like, is it even that serious, dude? Like, you just turned it up like ×7. Like, it's not that serious. Like, get over it. But I feel like that's why Aries and Leo get along because Aries is like that sign that could kind of like hold Leo down. Like, Leo's being dramatic and flamboyant. Aries is like strong and aggressive. We could like focus on them, give them our undivided attention, and like kind of help them out. Like Aries are good at inspiring others, so when they're being dramatic and acting like they want attention, Aries could be that knight in shining armor that saves them from that and gives them like a little boost up because we're good at initiating and starting things up. So that's my intake on Leo, one of the most popular and signs that's admired by most people. So what do you think, Aayanna? Help me out here.
I love Leos. Of course, as an Aquarius, Leo is my opposite sign. It's also my moon sign because I was born on a full moon. So I'm definitely Leo to a certain extent. But I like how, like for me, it's always like I think Leo is probably the easiest sign to spot of all of them. I always know how to get along with Leo. It's really easy for me, but it's hard at the same time because it's easy because I'm just like, okay, just feed their ego, make them feel like,
Yeah.
whatever creative projects they're working on is just like the bomb.
Compliments.
It's like amazing.
Compliments.
Yeah, it's so it's just compliments. It's so easy to get along with the Leo. Just compliment the hell out of them, validate them. They love that validation.
Right.
And
Exactly.
But yeah, they can definitely be like egotistical, over the top. You're just like, oh my gosh, you're amazing, but check yourself, please. Leave the ego at the door. And that's the best. That's the best position for the sun, of course, and the sun being the father. So usually, a lot of Leos have really good relationships with their fathers. Their fathers drove them to be like really, really great people in some way. Like I see a lot of competition with the fathers, or like fathers teaching them to be competitive. With when it comes to Leos, I see a lot of that. But yeah, I love Leos. Leos definitely, like, according to some astrology, your opposite sign, like ancient astrology, your opposite sign is your best. But because a lot of us aren't balanced right now, that's like your opposing. You do not want that sign type of thing.
Yeah.
Because the world is just so unbalanced right now. But yeah, I definitely love Leos. They definitely shine bright, and I love big, strong Leo men. They're amazing.
Yeah, like Arnold
Just check it out.
Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger's a Leo, and he's big and
Ooh.
strong.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
really big and strong. That's the best. When you said that, I was like, "That's Arnold." I'll be back. Okay, so we're gonna go to the ninth zodiac sign, which is also your favorite sign, the lucky as fuck Sagittarius. Talk to me. I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay, right. So, lucky because Jupiter, the lucky planet, rules Sagittarius. Sagittarius to me is like the fire sign that's like a volcano. So, like, because they're like, a Sagittarius man or a Sagittarius woman can kind of be like, well, Sagittarius women aren't as laid back as the men, but they can be kind of laid back. And then when there's a reason for them to erupt, whether it's in a good way, a positive, jovial way, like they're just conversing all of a sudden, or it's a, in anger, they're chill, but then they blow up on that ass. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, they're really, I love, oh my God, I love Sag men. And the thing about Sag men that I love the most is, like, when it comes to, like, being sexual, like, they'll become this whole, like, they'll be really, really chill, and then, like, they'll just do something to let you know, like, they want you and that you're theirs, and it's just like, damn, yes.
See, I never hooked up with a Sag. I had, like, a cuss, but, like my views of Sag, like, because, like, they're part of the fire sign family, I feel like they're the least, like, dominant. I'm not going to say that's a bad thing, but, like, all the other fire signs are just, like, the kings and the queens and the first zodiac sign, the most masculine. Then you got Sag. But Sagittariuses are very smart. They're very philosophical. They are the racing horse, so they're not the racing horse. They're like a half man, half horse. But because they have that horse, they're trying to race and achieve their goals and trying to learn through their travels. Jay-Z's a Sagittarius, and he's, like, smart. So Sagittarius men are just, like, I see why you like them. They have a good aura, dude. Sagittarius got that vibe, dude. Like, they got that good vibe. Like, they got good sense of humor. They're jolly. They're more social than the other fire signs. Like, they actually care about what you think because they're mutable. Mutable signs are adaptable versus, I'm cardinal leadership, and Leo is going to be fixed, more stuck in their ways. It's like they actually care about their friends, and they'll actually, like, talk to them and interact and go to social gatherings with them. So yeah, definitely Sag. Like, they're hella dope. Miley Cyrus is a Sag. Britney Spears, Nicki Minaj. They're very experimental too. So points for Sag. Now we're good on time, so we're gonna move on to the last element, and that's gonna be the earth signs. And we're gonna start with the first earth. I'm sorry, I'm over here, like, forgetting about Aayanna, right? Aayanna, I'm sorry, excuse me. Goddess, I'm just going to call you Goddess Aayanna. We're going to go to the last earth sign, and the first earth sign, which is Taurus. So Taurus, they're going to have all the earth sign characteristics, such as traditional, reserved, practical. Usually earth signs are frugal with money. Like, they're usually, like, instead of being spendthrifts, they're more, like, conservative with money. Earth signs are more into common sense. They're not going to really think abstract and crazy ideas. These are going to be like your practical people who like to build. And Taurus, they're my favorite earth sign because they have those qualities, along with they're like I said earlier, they're lazy people. And I know people are like, that's a bad thing to be lazy, but that's just someone that I could, like, connect with. Like, they're so down to earth. Like, anytime I feel bad about any gluttony and I talk to a Taurus, they're just like, don't feel bad. Like, I do that too. Like, they're just so easy for me to talk to. Like, they're so stable too. Like, they're not wishy-washy everywhere people. Like, when they're in it, they're in it. Like, they're loyal to a fault. Like, they will follow you in the dark. Tauruses are just, like, deep commitment people, long-term, loyal, and like I said earlier, they rule your five senses. So they're gonna they like to find comfort in like their five senses, which is taste, smell, eat, see, things like that. They rule Venus, so they're into luxurious things, and yeah, they're lusty, but they like food. They love dessert. You can't really say anything about Taurus. Like, they're practical people. Like, they're just really normal people. And I feel like, what's wrong with being normal sometimes? Like, I don't know. Like, I like that about them. I like the earthiness I get when I'm around a Taurus.
Right, right. I love Taurus. I had one of my best friends used to be a Taurus, or one of, not used to be, still is a Taurus. But I love that Taurus is ruled by Venus. So Taurus people and Scorpio people to me have like the prettiest eyes, especially
Aww.
rising, like a Taurus rising or a Scorpio rising. They usually have like the prettiest or sexiest eyes. But I love, like, Taurus is like the most materialistic sign. They're going to be more concerned about like clothes. What are you wearing? What's your fashion? You know, things like that. But that, I mean, that's in today's society. That's what rules. So Taurus definitely can be you know, really normal in today's society. You know, just because that's what's going on. But I love Taurus, and I love their I love their practicality. You know,
Right. I agree.
their everyday practicality.
Right. And we're going to move on because we only have like 5 minutes left. We're going to move on to Virgo. And Virgo is, to me, is like an underrated sign because Virgo is the perfectionist. Virgo is so efficient. Like, no one gets things done like an Aries, because Aries is I am and I do. But Virgos, they have the mindset to get things done. They could see the little details of things and see how they work, figure out the mechanics of it, and like get it done. And that's just how they think. They think of like every little detail, perfecting it. And you know, that's one thing about Virgos that I like. Like, even though they're perfect, they're the perfectionists and they try to strive for perfection, they're so humble and modest about it. Like, you could say like, Virgo, you're so amazing, you do everything like so right and accurately, and they'll just be like, it's no big deal, don't worry about it. Like, they would have the highest hygiene, or the highest, not principles, but just like the highest expectations. That's not even the word I'm trying to say. Like, they would just have high standards and just hang with anybody. Like, see what I'm saying? Like, usually people with high standards, they would just hang out with uppity people. But not Virgo. They'll hang out with anyone, and they'll be like OCD and eat really clean food and be really organized. And it's like, you belong in that category. Like, you don't belong with these people who don't care about nothing. So, you know, like, Virgos, like, that's what I like about them. Like, they live in the real world. Their opposite is Pisces. So, they're not going to be people who are so into far-fetched, crazy things. They're going to be more into the real world and how are you going to get it done. And, you know, like, we need people with common sense like that. So after Aayanna's perception of Virgo, we're going to have to do another shoot about Capricorn, and that's it. Your turn. Okay. Sorry, we only have like 2 minutes left.
Okay, that's straight. So Virgo, I'm a rising Virgo, so we're very analytical. We're very particular about what we put in our bodies because we rule the intestines. So
good point.
Which is analyzing and breaking down the food. So we can be very body sensitive. Like, I'm a vegetarian, and like I backslid and ate some meat recently, and it's just like wreaking havoc on my body. So like we're very energy sensitive too. Like, Virgos low key are very energy sensitive, and so just like Pisces, they can be very intuitive, but sometimes they let their practicality get in the way of their third eye vision. But yeah, I love Virgos. Virgos are definitely underrated, like you said, and we're servants to people.
Yeah,
so
they're servitude. They're servitude. They are. We only have 1 minute, dude. Okay. Capricorn. Sorry, Capricorns. I'm gonna try and get all this stuff in one. Capricorn's earth sign. They're basically all about tradition, family, and prestige, social status. Capricorns are like one of the hardest signs for me to get along with, but I have a lot of Capricorn in my chart. Yeah. How about you?
Yeah, I have like 6 planets in Capricorn. Capricorns are they're hard workers.
I'm sorry, video. We did Capricorn shady, but I don't think it's smart to make a whole new video just for like, not, no offense, but like, we're pressed for time right now. We tried. That's why I was like, I like the other video because timing, we did all that stuff compacted in the right time.
Right.
I mean, either we could do